The Cable 14 local basketball game of the week is brought to you by.
With the Army's help, you can go to college and get the skilled training you need to be successful in today's high-tech world. See Sergeant Augustine or Sergeant Dake at the Hays Army and Army Reserve Recruiting Station.
Take advantage of closeout prices during the final weeks of Fisher Furniture.
A better pizza at a better price. Lamato's Pizza.
Locally providing cutting-edge technology and quality entertainment for only pennies a day. Hays Cable TV, Eagle Communications.
Commercial Builders Incorporated builds on target, on time, and on budget.
Carol Harfman at Harfman Accounting for individual and business accounts.
At Sportsman Supply, you get more than just equipment. You get service and knowledge to keep you where you want to be, outside enjoying it.
USD 489 Hays Public Schools, educating a community for life.
Your college and retirement funding specialist since 1937, the Meckenstock Group.
Packed full of your favorite quality athletic wear, featuring orangewear shorts and jerseys, AA Sporting Goods.
Give us 4 years and we'll give you a lifetime. Thomas More Prep-Marian High.
Annual tax preparation, plus monthly accounting services, payroll, and year-end reports for business. Luter's Accounting.
Car, home, business, life, and health insurance. See the winning team at Chase Insurance of Hays.
Keeping pro, college, high school, and youth athletes in action since 1978. Strongman supports sports protection products.
On location or in the shop, no job is too big or too small for the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications.
For great appetizers, steaks, burgers, and sandwiches, it's Coach's, the family sports bar and grill where everyone gets to play.
Lighting up your residential, commercial, or industrial life, RDH Electric.
Always low prices, always Walmart, always.
Everything to get you back on the road again. Your automotive jobber since 1948, Oldham Sales.
Just across the county or clear across the country. When it comes to hauling grain and feed commodities, Forte's Trucking Incorporated gets the job done.
A great place to pick up everything you need for those athletic aches and pains, Purdy's Pharmacy.
Sunroofs, air conditioners, cruise controls, security alarms, car stereos, auto glass, and more. Get the advantage with Advantage Glass Plus.
Over 74 menu items, this is a place with food that is truly different with the largest variety in town, the Strike Zone.
H&R Block, your trusted tax partner. Northridge Plaza, Hays.
Preserving memories for a lifetime for nearly 20 years. Framing and creatively matting. Frame prints and posters. The Mad Matter Frame Shop Gallery.
Make any celebration truly special at Gutierrez Mexican Restaurant and visit the quick service location on the mall in Hays.
If you need it dug up, dug out, or just plain moved around, call M&D Excavating.
You can find it all at the Antique Mall, 201 West 41st.
Floor covering for any room in the house. That's what you'll find at Centennial Carpets.
You always know you're getting the right coverage at the right price. Insurance Planning Incorporated.
Hello, everyone, from the Hays High School gym. And I have to mention, as Coach Rick Keltner put it, as the Hays High Indians, a game like this comes along about as often as Haley's Comet. About every 7 years or so, these two teams get to play each other. For our premier Cable 14 Game of the Week for the 1997-98 season, we're here to bring you the contest between the Prep-Marian Monarchs and the Hays High Indians.
What a way to start off the basketball season. It's nice to have a game with a crowd like this, isn't it?
They are putting up bleachers in Gym B here at Hays High and opening the doors in between the gyms so that there's not enough room in the gym here for people. Now the Monarchs are taking the floor.
Boy, and this is just what high school basketball is all about. You're going to have a loud crowd. It's going to be fun. And let's hope it's a good game right down to the wire.
These two teams get here tonight. TMP lost to Manhattan in their opener of the shootout last night, 75-63. Hays High lost to Abilene, 63-56. And that sets up the first meeting between these two schools since 1991 in the opening round of the Hays City Shootout when the Indians defeated the Monarchs 65-50. That's the last time these two teams have played. They did play in the shootout in 1985. The Monarchs defeated the Indians that year in overtime.
like you said earlier, Larry, you can feel it in here.
And, you know, I was going to save this for later in the game, but I'm going to say something now. I just can't help it. You know, all through the football season, you folks have heard me say that I'd like to see Hays High play in TMP. I think we'd have good gates. We'd have good participation. It would be good, clean games. It's just plus sides for everybody. But take a look at this gym. Should Hays High and TMP be playing each other in sports, I rest my case.
This is what you could expect. This is great.
I guess since they don't, it just makes it that much more special, right?
We got some rowdy ones next to us tonight.
They're ready to rumble here tonight. Baby!
Looks like Hays High has new uniforms even.
It does, yeah, they sure do.
They do have new uniforms. You know, when I was talking to Coach Rick Keltner yesterday, he was talking about getting some kind of logo. It must have been for those kind of shirts. Okay, Jeff.
Looks like we're getting ready for introductions.
Getting ready for the starting lineups here. And I tell you, folks, I kind of at a loss of words here. I'm just in awe of the atmosphere here.
You know, considering Fort Hays has a game in town tonight, which is actually last night today, but it is very impressive for this kind of crowd.
And the Hays High girls just finished up playing over at the Felton Gym. I don't know the final score, but heard they were defeated by Manhattan. Okay, here's your starting lineups for the Monarchs. At a guard, number 5, a 6-foot senior, Lee Hoffman. For the Indians, 0061 senior, Seth Oakley. For the Monarchs, number 23, 6'1 senior, Adam Brenner. Number 5 for the Indians, Justin Wolf, the 6'1 senior, as he gets the woof from the crowd. Number 24 for the Monarchs, 6'2 junior, BJ Solt. And for the Indians, number 14, Todd Lindenberger, a 6'2 junior. For the Monarchs, a 5'9 senior, number 35, Jason Wiley. For the Indians, number 24, a 6'2 senior, Jeremy Schmeidler. For the Monarchs, number 44, 6'3 senior, Taylor Herman. And for the Indians, 6-foot senior, number 55, Jeff Wilms.
Gentlemen,
start your engines.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
This is great. Get a shot of Coach Joe Hurdle here.
Okay. TMP band will now play our national anthem. We are ready.
Big-time high school basketball, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I apologize to the Hays High School band there. I said the TMP band. will play our national anthem. That was the Hays High School band.
Sorry,
they now go into the Hays High fight song. Both bands are here this evening. A packed house at Hays High School.
Yeah, Larry, I can actually remember the first game I think they had in this gym was Hays High and TMP, and it was, I think they had to turn people away that night.
I think they did that also. I was talking to one of the teachers out here, and they have a bunch of people that just can't sit down.
I expect the crowd will be on their feet most, if not the entire evening here.
A game you can only see.
They just had a switch here. And now Todd Lindenberg is starting. Chris Billinger's in the starting lineup.
A game you can only see.
Yeah, they do have Chris Billinger.
Chris did start last night.
And what happened to Aaron Gutschuk, Larry? Do you know?
Aaron will be up to talk with us a little later on in the first half here. He's out until after Christmas. And we'll find out why yet here in the first half. We'll talk to Aaron. Indians get the tip-off. Wilms in control.
Not very tall, but he can jump.
We're underway for the first time since 1991. Hays High, TMP Marian. High school at its best on the Cable 14 game of the week. And now we've got a foul called on Lee Hoffman, the 6-foot senior for the Monarchs. Indians will inbound. And Jeff, when they get over to this side of the court, I guess we're going to have to apologize a little bit. They're even taken away from yours. Not are they standing here, but they're standing on the higher level of the bleachers.
So Larry and I don't see a whole lot of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'll be able to see too much of it either.
Maybe that's why they don't play each other all the time.
What do you think, fellas?
We'll do our best. Justin Wolf gets the free throw, and it's 1-0 TMP. Or excuse me, Hays High. 2-0 now as Wolf hits them both. Monarchs quickly down with the basketball. Wiley off to Solt. Back to Wiley. He'll set up the play. 2-0 Indians just underway here at the Hays High School gym. 15th annual Hays City Shootout. Now we've got a foul inside on Schmeidler of the Indians. And the Monarchs will inbound. So we've got one team foul on each team here early in the contest. 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. Now they're showing 4 team fouls for Hays High. That can't be right. First on Schmeidler, and there's a three-pointer by Wiley, and it's 5-0 Monarchs. Or excuse me, 5-2. 3-2. I'll get it right here.
We'll get there.
I'm excited. Wolf with the basketball. Oakley. And I couldn't see who made that.
Wilms, I believe. Jeff Wilms.
Wilms with the bucket. And now it's 5-3. I knew we were going to get there.
How about 5-2?
No, it was a three-pointer for the Monarchs. It's 5-3 Indians.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, dang it.
Wiley hit the three-pointer.
Come on, Monarchs!
Wilms comes back with a three-pointer for the Indians.
Nice dish inside.
Nice dish inside, and getting the bucket is Taylor Herman, the 6'3 senior, and we're tied at 5 here.
Guys, this is going to be a game.
Now we've got a foul called on the Monarchs, and I can't stand up, Jeff, or I'm going to be in your way. I'm just going to watch my monitor and do the best I can.
On Adam Brenner.
I'll take your word for it, or we'll have to look at the scoreboard here.
Yeah, it was. I thought I seen it, and I seen the official single 23.
Oakley will inbounds for the Indians to Schmeidler. Over in the corner to Oakley, and is he fouled? This is going to be a heck of a game to call here. We're just
the fans may see this better than we do.
That corner is going to pose a big problem for me, so we apologize now for...
I'm not sure, but I think that may have been Adam Brenner again.
We do the best we can here. At any rate, Indians will inbounds. 6:17 left to go, tied at 5 here early in this one. 3 team fouls now for the Monarchs, 1 for the Indians, and that is a foul called on Taylor Herman. That'll be his first. Indians once again playing without the services of their only returning starter from last year, Aaron Gutchalk. Wolf with the basketball, and he steps out of bounds. It'll go to the Monarchs. Although Oakley probably may have been a starter last year, but was injured.
They were pretty deep, though, last year. It was hard to make that starting lineup.
Yes, it was.
They probably had a lot of kids that could have been starters, but...
5-5, 6 minutes now left in the first period here. Wiley puts it up, doesn't go. Down with the rebound for the Indians is Lindenberger. Over in the corner once again, we're doing our best here. I believe that's Wolf with the basketball. Oh, yes, it was. But he doesn't get the bucket, and still tied at 5. 5:40 now left. First quarter, and now Wiley's going to be called with a travel as his feet get out from under him. I think once they settle down here, we're probably going to see some scoring. 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids are a little excited about this. And,
exactly.
The kids, heck, I am.
I tell you what, though, the best part is the kids get to do it out on the floor, and that's where it needs to happen.
That's right. Three-pointer. It's good. Swish. Was that Lindenberger?
Yes, Lindenberger has a very smooth shot.
Three-pointer for Todd Lindenberger, and the Indians are up 8-5. Wiley sets up the play for the Monarchs. Coach Rick Keltner shouting instruction to his defense, and that was, I believe, Brenner.
Adam Brenner, that was a sky ball.
With the bucket for the Monarchs, and it's 8-7 with 5:06 left to go in the first quarter.
This shot may not be the prettiest shot, but when it goes in, it is.
Don't let me forget my spots, Jeff. Three-pointer for the Indians. Seth Oakley. Sorry, Seth. Calling him by his dad's name. 11-7 Indians.
I see the Indians still have that three-point shot working for them this year.
Boy, they do. Lost to Weston Cinema. I can't even talk, folks.
Weston Seminole?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Have, three-pointers tonight already, and last night I believe they only had 4 in the whole night.
Hey, 11-7 here. We've got at least a little bit of a slowdown here in the action. 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. Indians Schmeidler will bring it down court. Inside to Wolf. Back quickly. The Indians move the ball around.
Nice pass work.
Lindenberger. Air ball, and Monarchs with the rebound. Tom Dowling comes down with it. Brenner will get it out to Wiley.
Now, from the games I seen yesterday, I think TMP shot the ball a lot better yesterday than what Hays High did last night against Abilene.
TMP looked good against Manhattan. No question about it. And Brenner with the bucket for the Monarchs. Three-pointer for Seth Oakley. I don't think the scoreboard can keep up with it here. 14-9. I don't know if I can.
The statistician can.
Boy, Seth is hot from that corner, isn't he?
I told you we'd see some scoring here pretty quick. It was 5-5 about a minute ago. Now it's 14-9. Hays High. There's a three-pointer off the back of the rim, and Wolf down with the. Boy, can that Wolf get up in the air.
He can jump. We talked about that last year. He's got an incredible vertical.
I remember last year he had a couple of stuffs, it seems like. There we got on the Cable 14 game of the week. Schmeidler will put it up, misses. Monarchs with it. Wiley, one-on-one, and he takes it to the hoop.
Great job.
Took it to the hole, Jeff.
Taking it to the hole.
14-13, Hays High, quickly down court are the Indians.
There's Seth
Oakley.
Count it. Count it.
Oakley has hit 3 in a row from that corner. So he's got at least 9 timeout. 3:03 left in the first quarter here. It's 17-11. Hays High. And folks, I hate to do it, but I got to get some spots in here. We're a quarter way through the game. This game brought to you in part by, well, let me get it out. I'm excited. Are you excited, Chris?
I'm excited. How could you not be?
Centennial Carpets, floor covering for any room in your house that's what you'll find at Centennial Carpets. We'll carpet your living room, put down a durable vinyl floor, and for your bath, transform your kitchen with stylish ceramic tile, or design a laminated or solid hardwood floor for that special room you've always wanted. And at Centennial Carpets, all our installations are done by our own professional staff, so you're assured top quality from start to finish. We also have a complete line of quality cleaning products for any floor, including the dry cleaner for all types of carpet. Centennial Carpets, 2206 Vine in Hays. And boy, we're back underway here. Here we go. Boy, it's just rocking tonight.
Has come in for Seth Oakley.
Monarchs putting up the shot. Wolf tries to get it to go off one of the Monarchs, and he succeeds, does he not? Now they're going to call it out on.
I thought he made a great play there. Evidently, he must have stepped on the line when he hit it.
17-11 with 2:50 left in the first quarter here. The Indians are on top of the Monarchs. Said earlier, the Monarchs had a good game against Manhattan, even though it was a losing cause there. Nice rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Number 32 for the Monarchs, Tom Dowling. Let's see who they call a foul on here.
It was on Jeff Wilms.
Wilms will pick up the foul. That was good hustle by Dowling.
Initially, and came back to block the second one and got the foul.
Oakley will check back in now. You don't want to have his shooting. And Seth, I talked to him the other day, and he's not 100%. He sprained an ankle here recently.
He was out the entire year last year, wasn't he?
He had a knee problem last year. Had some surgery.
The next three-pointer he puts up, he'll have somebody in his face.
They're going to get on him.
Going to have to. 17-11. Dowling with a chance to cut it here, and he does. 17-12. Hays High on top here. 2:41 left in the first quarter. And he gets them both. So, 4-point game now, 17-13. Hays High quickly down. Over in the corner to guess who? Oh, this one won't go.
Didn't miss it by much, though, did he?
Wiley.
Nice
speed underneath. He's going to be fouled. Counted. Brad Beaker.
Doesn't count.
The foul is on the floor, so the bucket doesn't count.
Nice play by Wiley, feeding back to Beaker.
Boy, are him and his sister competitors or what? If that is his sister.
I believe it is, and he does get up and down the court quick.
Monarchs will inbounds under the basket. 17-13, 2:25 left in the first quarter. Now checking in for the Indians, Jared Goodale. Try to keep you informed on who's in and out of the game here as Lindenberger will set down. (17-13) Hays High. Brenner can't get it to go. Wilms with the rebound. Quickly down in the corner. Nice shot there by number 30, Jared Goodale. He just comes in the game and gets a bucket off the feed by Wilms. And the Indians are up 19-13, 6-point lead. 2:04 now, first period. Now we've got a foul called underneath. I believe they're going to call it on Wiley. Or they call 3 seconds?
I believe it is a foul. Might be Herman.
44 for the Monarchs, Taylor Herman. You're right, Darryl. You're sharp.
That's his second.
19-13. Indians are on top here early in this one.
Well, TMP's going to go to a zone here, and TJ Gutchock has checked into the game.
Indians will work it around. Oakley with the basketball. He feeds it back out. Wilms, a little short. Indians rebound. Back up and in by Justin Wolf.
We were talking about his jumping ability. He just showed it there.
Jared Goodale also had an offensive rebound. He couldn't get it to go, but Wolf does. 21-13 now, Indians. There's Gutchock in the game now for TMP. He can't get it to go from the free throw line, and now Wilms comes up with the rebound for the Indians, and Monarchs better look out here or they're going to get buried. Wilms takes it himself. And it's 23-13, 10-point lead for the Indians with 1:08 left to go here in the first quarter. You knew the scoring had to start. That one's off by number 31 for the Monarchs. That's Chauncey Gibson in the game now. Long pass to Oakley. Count it. Is he fouled? And he's fouled. I got to get another sponsor in here. 48.6 seconds left. 25-13 Hays High. Stromgren supports. If performance enhancement is the key to your game, Stromgren Power Shorts provide the compression needed to maximize your performance. The Stromgren Power Short is a set standard for sporting goods industry based on a 5-year study at the Penn State Center for Allowed to Carry DuPont's Lycra Power label, a licensing program by DuPont to establish certification for the athletic compression garments, which are scientifically proven to maximize performance. It is clear to those who wear Stromgren Power Shorts that compression means Stromgren, so get in our shorts. Woo.
Hey. I believe Philip Mitchell just checked in for Hays High, and B.J. Solt came back in for TMP.
Thank you, Darrell.
Along with Brent Shippers.
Hey, three-point play for the Monarchs, 26-13. Under a minute now, 42 seconds and counting here. Wiley will put it up. Count it.
Shot.
26-15. Quickly down court. Here comes the Indians. Goodell with the basketball inside. There's Billinger. Can't get it to go. Wiley brings it all the way down for the Monarchs. He feeds off to Gutchalk, and the ball is stolen out of midair by Goodell. 26-15. First quarter drawing to a close here. There's a shot.
Oh, my.
So it's 26-15
Great tip in there.
at the first break. This game brought to you in part by Coaches. For great appetizers, steaks, burgers, and sandwiches, it's Coaches, featuring the 1/2-pound burger, the Coach. Great lunch deals, and they're all-you-can-eat salad bar. Children have the minor leaguers menu to choose from: chicken strips, steak fingers, corn dog nuggets, or grilled cheese. All served with fries. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. The family sports bar, Coaches Bar and Grill, where everyone gets to play, at the corner of 13th and Canterbury. M&D Excavating. There you go, Darrell. You got a Christmas party coming up in a couple of weeks. You need to sell a few more tickets. What do they need to do?
We don't have much room left, but we do have a few of them left if anybody's interested. We've got a great band out there, Freddie Fox and the Hot Rods, and this Christmas dance is for Hays Baseball Association.
Well, I was there last year, and I can vouch. It's a fun party. If you have a small business, or even if you have a big one, you don't have any place to go, come out and join in on fun.
Yep, we guarantee fun.
What do they need to do?
Give me a call at 625-8131.
Cool. Okay, Fisher Furniture. Fisher Furniture is in its final week, so come in now and take advantage of the closeout prices. Name brand sofas, chairs, bedding, and dining furniture all need to be cleared out and cleared out soon. Everything in the store is marked down for quick sale, so come in before it's all gone. It's the final sale at Fisher Furniture, 2414 Vine in Hays. 26-15. Just underway here in the second quarter.
I believe Seth Oakley would like a repeat of that quarter. 12 points in the first quarter for Seth.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a favor here and ask you to give up your headset for a second so I can talk to Aaron, if you could.
No problem.
Okay, 26-15. There's a three-pointer, and it doesn't go for Wilms. And now we got the headset on. Are you there?
Yep.
Cool, you can hear me. Talking with Aaron Gutchalk. First of all, I have to congratulate in signing with Division I Denver University, Aaron.
Thanks.
But I also have to say in the same breath, I bet you really wish you were out there right now.
Yep, this is a game I've been waiting for 4 years, and it's kind of disappointing that I'm not playing, but well, it's pretty exciting though, anyway.
I tell you what, have you ever seen a crowd like this and the enthusiasm on both sides? And this is, I mean, there's just no words for it.
I know, it's undefined. You can't explain how exciting this is. I mean, even watching it, I'm getting nervous and all anxious and stuff.
Well, I tell you, first of all, tell us what happened, that the reason you're not playing right now, Aaron.
Oh, well, I was playing down an open gym, and I went up for a layup, and my knee buckled, and it made a pop, and I don't know, I couldn't walk after that, so that's pretty much what happened.
And what's your status for when do you think you might be back?
Well, I went to the doc yesterday, and I don't have to wear crutches no more, and I get to come back in about 2 weeks.
So what would be probably right after Christmas?
Yep.
So going to miss out on I believe, a Great Bend game, and I think a Wichita South or something of that nature.
Yep.
So, well, be nice to have you back, that's for sure. You know, lone starter returning from a team that, I mean, you got a lot of kids that played last year that weren't starters, but as deep as you guys were last year. What do you look for this year? How do you think you guys are going to do?
Well, I think once we get in sync and we actually start playing together and get used to playing with each other, because we've kind of been torn apart for the last couple days and last week, actually, because we've had injuries and stuff. But I think once we get playing together and I think we'll start winning some games and have some success.
Okay, well, I want to wish you good luck, not only in your season, your final season here at Hays. And I got to say, you know, I've only been doing the Game of the Weeks for 2 years, but and this is not by any means a cut against you. Seems like you've been going to high school out here forever.
Yep.
Well, Larry, just because you went to high school for 8 years.
But did you play some as a freshman?
Yeah, I played about 2 quarters each game, freshman, something like that.
Well, that's then why it seems like you've been going here forever. When you start, or not start as a freshman, but play that much. That's the reason why. So quite a career here at Hays High School. Wrap it up with a good one this year, and then after that, good luck at Denver.
Thanks.
Hey, appreciate you joining us.
All right.
Aaron Gutschalk, senior here at Hays High School. Join us in this exciting contest here in the Hays City Shootout. Brenner with the bucket there. You can just lay him down there, Aaron. 27-19 now, Hays High on top. 5:51 left to go in the first half. And I welcome Daryl Dreyer back, and thank you for giving up your headset there for a minute. Keltner wants a timeout. I got to get a sponsor in here, guys. Insurance planning, where you insure with confidence for business, personal, life, and health. Fast, fair claim service and a loss prevention and safety engineering program. Insurance Planning Incorporated, your independent insurance agent. You always know you're getting the right coverage at the right price. Insurance Planning Incorporated, 3006 Broadway in Hays. And Commercial Builders Incorporated, they've earned a reputation for keeping construction costs under control by building on target, on time, and on budget. Commercial Builders Incorporated are general contractors that build with the community in mind, from Butler metal buildings to custom homes and the largest commercial structures. You can build on their experience. Commercial Builders Incorporated, 2717 Canal Boulevard, listed in the Feist area-wide yellow pages. And Walmart, always low prices. Walmart, always. And that was Wolf getting the bucket for the Indians, and he's fouled, and you can count the bucket.
I think he wanted to jam that thing. You can just see it in his eyes.
This game also brought to you by United States Army Recruiting. Sergeant Augustine and Sergeant Dake of the Hays Army and Army Reserve Recruiting Station are happy to be part of sponsoring this sporting event. If you would like to know more about what the Army can do for you, call us at 785-625-9227 or stop by our office at 105 East 27th Street next to Rip Drapery here in Hays, Kansas. Be sure you be all you can be. Army and Army Reserves.
30-19.
30-19 Indians, and now we've got a travel called on the Monarchs. 17 fouls for the Monarchs, 4 for the Indians. Indians up here by 11 with 5:34 left to go in the first half.
What do you think the Monarchs need to do to get back into this? I know they're only 11 points down, but...
Well, we've got another timeout, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Or do we? Yes, we do. Okay, this game brought to you in part by Harfman Accounting. See Carol Harfman at Harfman Accounting for individual and business accounts, accounting and income tax preparation, tax consulting, monthly record-keeping services, and payroll tax services. Harfman Accounting, 2604 General Hays Road, number A in Hays. Hays Cable TV, Eagle Communications, locally providing cutting-edge technology and quality entertainment for pennies a day. Who else takes steps locally to bring you cable in the classroom, telemedicine links, educational computer networks, local television, news, weather, and programming you won't find anywhere else. Like this game you're watching right now. It's all available at the touch of a button, and many of these community services are provided to you free only from your local cable company, Hays Cable TV Company, Eagle Communications, 2300 Hall in Hays. And the Strike Zone. This is a place with food that is truly different. Over 74 menu items in the largest variety in town, with most everything made fresh daily, not pre-cooked. The Strike Zone sports the best ribs, steak, and seafood you can find just about anywhere, and salads that are out of this world, served with muffins or breadsticks. Strike Zone has over 20 gourmet sandwiches, and they feature delicious homemade soup every day. It's great served in a bread bowl. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. The Strike Zone next to the bowling alley, 2400 Vine and Hays. 30-19, Indians on top here. Just under 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Wolf will take it to the, or Wilms, excuse me. And he's going to be fouled.
Accept the foul.
I believe they're going to call it on Mitch McGuire. We'll check it here.
I don't think so. Mitch
it is
on his team.
Or excuse me, Adam Brenner. I thought it was Brenner, but I've looked at the number. I didn't even know McGuire was in the game.
Adam's second. Well, McGuire would be on Hays High side.
That's what I noticed that, Darrell. You don't have to rub it in. Okay, Jeff Wilms with Hays High at the free throw line. Indians up by 11 here, and he makes it 12. How are we doing up there, Jeff?
Hey, I'm doing. Got a little bit of a cold, but I'm hanging.
And he makes it 13, and now Oakley will check back in. You know, I wish we'd have had a few more games practice before this one. You know?
I'm rusty.
Yeah, we're a little rusty, just getting over with the football season. And to have a game of this magnitude right off the get-go here is really straining my talents. Now a foul is called on Oakley. 32-19, 5:17 left to go in the first half here. Hays High School Gym and the Hays City Shootout. Second round action. Both teams losing last night.
That's Oakley's second foul. You know, Jeff, when you asked what TMP needs to do to stay in the game, they just need to relax and take their time and don't push things and try to cut their turnovers down and maybe even try to slow the pace down just a little bit for themselves.
Well, I tell you, Hays High, there's a steal by Wolf. Yeah, it is. Hays High looks like a different ball team than when it was out here last night.
They definitely shot the ball a lot better.
They were really sluggish last night, although they held the lead most of the game. They lost it in the last minute and a half. 3-point
Wolf.
Foul on Wolf.
Justin Wolf will get the call. Crowd getting into it here at Hays High School. Boy, this is basketball at its best, isn't it, Jeff? You know, the only thing we didn't have tonight is the newspapers during the starting lineups, you know?
I don't think they can do that anymore, can they?
Oh, I don't know.
That's rule, was it rule 52, isn't it?
That's Fort Hays.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you know, they could have had this at Gross, and I think we'd have filled her up.
Well,
and there is a game going on.
It'd be kind of hard to play two at once.
Well, that's true. Schmeidler brings the ball down court for the Indians, 32-19 lead.
Nice move.
And he does get a nice move and puts it in. Schmeidler gets the bucket.
You know, Larry, when you said, isn't this great or what? We talked about it during football season. You ask and you shall receive.
That's right.
I would like to see this every year because look what this brings out.
I think that the people it's a community event.
It's a big community event.
It's a Friday night. People are having fun. Watching there, too. I mean, we used to, when I was a kid, I mean.
Is it Friday night? I thought it was Saturday afternoon.
Well, it might be Saturday morning for all you know.
Good God, here we go again.
Okay. But at any rate, you know, it's brought the people out. You know, in my day, I mean, that was the big game of the year, and you played twice every year.
When was that, in the 30s?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Did they have enclosed gyms yet then?
They played in the square ball back then. Square ball around.
This game brought to you in part by Oldham Sales. Quality mechanics, service shops, and do-it-yourselfers know they can rely on Oldham Sales for dependable auto parts like standard ignition parts, Four Seasons heating and air conditioning parts, and high-grade emission parts and accessories. Everything to get you back on the road again. Your automotive jobber since 1948. Oldham Sales, 10th and Allen in Hays. Lindenberger hits the first free throw, and now he hits the second, and the Indians are up 36-19, starting to pull away here. Wiley will slow it down and signals the play he wishes to run. 4:22 left in the first half. Solt takes it to the basket, can't get it to go. Monarchs have had some tough breaks. Monarchs will retain possession here. Brenner will toss it in to Wiley. Wiley wants to go to the bucket, but can't. Back out to Brenner. Solt wanted the three-pointer. Now he puts it up. Off the backboard, won't go.
Tell you what, coaches have to like. B.J. Solt loves the backer. He uses the backboard better than any player I've seen.
Lindenberger, count it, three-pointer. 39-19, 20-point ball game now.
I believe if Hays High would have shot like that last night, they wouldn't be playing TMP tonight.
That's right. And that's one thing that you had to know, that was Hays High going to come back with back-to-back not-so-good games. Schmeidler gets it to go off the backboard. And the Indians are now pulling away. 3:25 left in the first half. And Brenner gets it.
TMP needed that. They needed something to give them a little bit of faith here.
41-21. They could use some confidence builder. They've had a lot of them close here lately, but just couldn't get them to go. This game brought to you in part by Advantage Glass Plus. Advantage Glass Plus does windshields and windshield repair, plus a lot more. They install cruise controls, car stereos, and security alarms. As an authorized dealer of 3M Scotch Tint, they can protect you and your vehicle from heat, glare, broken glass, and fabric fading. Advantage Glass Plus listed in the area-wide yellow pages. And down, Indians getting some offensive rebounds under there. Now there's a foul called on the Indians. It'll go to the Monarchs. Is that called on Copeland?
Justin Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, Justin Wolf picked up the foul. His second.
Right you are.
17 foul.
Seth Oakley will come back in. The Meckenstock Group, the future's not that far away, and you'll be able to manage in the future if you manage your investments today. Your college and retirement funding specialist since 1937. The Meckenstock Group, 1407 Main, downtown Hays. At the free throw line is Adam Brenner. 41-21. The Indians are on top by 20 here. 2:57 left to go in the first half, and now they want to talk about it. Timeout called. This game brought to you in part also by Thomas More Prep-Marian High. Thomas More Prep-Marian High, through the dedication of our students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, our focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP Marion reflects the atmosphere of home to its students, whether it's in support of school-spirited games, excellence in academics, or fundraising activities sponsored by the Alumni Association, Booster Club, PTF, and a variety of student groups. It is the goal of our faculty and alumni to search for excellence, which stands behind our statement, give us 4 years.
And we'll give you a lifetime.
Thank you, Jeff.
Don't mention it.
Okay, must have been a 20-second timeout, as it's 41-21 with 2:57 left to go in the first half here.
As a senior here, he needs to show some of that senior leadership and step up here and make it a little bit closer.
And he hits it, 41-22.
I just noticed something down here. Adam's got 2 different color socks on.
Well, we're going to have to talk with that boy. He must be superstitious.
I do believe one of them might be a wrist or ankle support.
No. And knocked out by the Indians, I believe. It's going to stay with the Monarchs. As Steve Copeland, 6'7" junior.
Someone's got to give him a hard time.
Couldn't get a handle on it. Now checking in for Copeland will be Chris Billinger. Tell you another one I was impressed with last night for the Indians was Sean Finn. Was in the ball game in the second quarter. I was out here doing highlights, and I put the camera down the second quarter, and that's when Sean happened to go in the basketball game. I know he came in, got 5 points, had 2 block shots. He looked pretty good for a sophomore.
Sean Finn and Copeland both played quite a bit last night. He must feel his matchups are better going with the shorter guys out here tonight.
41-22 Indians. 2:53, Brenner at the line. Can't get it to go. 18 fouls for Hays High, 9 for the Monarchs.
Those are free throws, and you're supposed to make those, right?
Got to make them.
Makes the second one, makes it a 41-23 basketball game. Oh, now overthrows Oakley. Oakley broke towards Wilms, and just as Wilms threw the ball, and so the Monarchs get it right back.
TMP needs to come down and drain a 3.
This is a chance for them to get back in this one. .249 now left. Coming up with a nice offensive rebound there for the Monarchs.
There it is.
Wiley, count it, 3-pointer. You called it, Jeff. 41-26, 2:36 left to go in the half. Indians will work it around. There's a 3, won't go, in and out. A nice rebound there and the lay-in by Lindenberger. So 43-26 now, Indians.
Nice pass.
But the travel is called on Tom Dowling.
Well, he had a fantastic pass there.
2:07 left to go in the half. Indians on top of the Monarchs, 43-26.
Larry, see those 2 guys back there? They're waiting for you.
Ooh, you think?
I know they are.
They were watching me all night last night. Actually, Dan was down there.
I told him to. Told me he had a busted headlight. They should arrest me.
Hey, I fixed that. Oh, foul called that time. That's going to go against the Monarchs. Tom Dowling, 6'1" junior. Comes with 1:55 left to go in the first half here.
10th foul of the half, so Hays High will be at the line for 2 from here on out.
Wolf will go to the line in a packed house here in the Hays High School gym in the 15th annual Hays City Shootout. Now we've got...
Well, I think we're going to have a conference.
The bucket was...
Evidently there was a line violation, so his first shot has just been missed even though he never shot it.
Well, that don't seem fair.
I got lost.
Fair, right?
You lost me somewhere in there.
Because they're showing he's got 1 shot left.
You know, and you know, now we can talk too about our trip we're taking.
I don't want to hear it.
We're on the way tomorrow. We're leaving. We're out of here. We're funning in the sun. We can't take this cold anymore.
Yeah, there'll probably be a hurricane down there when we get down there.
Wiley, got it.
Oh, it was Wiley.
44-28. Monarchs are cutting into the lead, putting pressure on Schmeidler now, all the way down court to Oakley.
Oakley did a nice job there holding that up.
A different ball team than what I saw play last night for the Indians. I really felt before this game as Schmeidler gets the bucket, 1:20 now left. I really felt that if Hays High played like they did last night and TMP played like they did last night, TMP was going to win the basketball game. Obviously.
Hays High is definitely shooting a lot better. Schmeidler had a rough night shooting last night, and I'm guessing he's 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 right now with 6 points on the night.
And you know, these two teams are both going to be psyched up.
I think
the adrenaline's got to be high.
The nice thing really here just to see the game stay close and be a strong game all the way out.
That's right. Let's see, a good, clean game. Have some fun with it. Get to play some of their old classmates as they were growing up.
Who picked up that foul?
It's like you said earlier, number 14 is Lindenberger.
Larry, I want to get back to what year you played basketball. That was 1935, right? 36?
Somewhere in there. Actually, I didn't play basketball. I was their biggest fan, though.
You were in charge of pumping up with air.
Yeah, he had the hot air for the basketballs.
Lee Hoffman gets the bucket. It's 46-29. Coming up on a minute now left in the half. Quickly down to Wolf. Off to Oakley. Back out to Lindenberger. 3, count it.
Well, I've heard that kid can shoot, and I believe it now.
49-29, back to a 20-point game. The Indians are not letting up. Brenner, count it.
Shot.
49-31.
You know, when you're talking to Gutschok earlier, Larry, Brenner's another one that seems like he's been out there for a long time. We've seen him play football, basketball.
Right.
It's kind of fun watching these kids grow up, you know, from the time they're freshmen to the time they're seniors.
I really questioned whether I was going to ask Aaron that question or not, because, you know, I mean, he might take it wrong. You know? I didn't want it to sound like, gee, Aaron, are you a 7th-year senior?
Well, the roughest 4 years of my life was my freshman year.
But it does seem like Aaron has been playing ball out here at Hays High forever.
How do you think the teachers felt about that? Had you those 4 years, Jeff?
Hey, the teachers loved me.
Oakley at the line gets the bucket, 50-31 Indians.
They all love me so much they escorted me out of this building when I graduated.
Checking in for the Indians is Chris Bellinger.
It's Oakley's first points in the third quarter.
Wolf will check out. Also checking in is Gooddale. Schmeidler sits down.
And if anyone would like to see, my imprints are still on Mr. Herman's seat in front of his desk.
And Oakley gets the second one now. He'll check in for Oakley. Does Gooddale. 32.9 seconds. Back to a 20-point game. 51-31, Hays High. I really do, though. I mean, regardless how this game comes out, I think if these two teams would play more on a regular basis, they'd be competitive with each other over the long run. Now we've got a foul underneath. Looks like it's going to be on the Monarchs. No, it's going.
Basket's good.
Did they count the basket or did they?
Basket's good, and evidently
Well, they haven't.
was on the Monarchs, and Billinger's going to the line the way it looks.
Okay, 51-33. The bucket is good.
Who hit that bucket?
I do not know.
That was Adam Brenner.
Thank you. .8 seconds left in the half. There'll be a little conversation. We'll take the time to get a sponsor in here. Gutierrez's Mexican Restaurant. The wait is over. Now you can enjoy fantastic fresh Mexican food while you're at the mall or on the go. Try Gutierrez on the Mall. Dine in or carry out at the new Gutierrez on the Mall, featuring the taste of Mexico you've grown to love at Gutierrez's main location on 27th Street. While you're shopping, waiting, or simply on the run, stop at Gutierrez on the Mall and enjoy a full a la carte menu, exotic non-alcoholic drinks, gourmet desserts, and breakfast bagels with coffee and cappuccino. Call 625-4469 to carry out from the all-new Gutierrez's on the Mall. A new idea from familiar friends.
Hey, Larry,
Cool.
do me a favor, Larry.
Yeah.
Mario's sitting right next to you. Do you think he'd stay open late for us to go have a bite to eat after the game?
I don't know, Mario, would you stay open late for us to go get a bite after the game?
Was that a no or was that a yes? I tip good.
Sold with the rebound. Yeah. 12 seconds left, 51-33 Indians.
I can vouch for the food at the mall. It's as good as the food at the other place.
And there's a steal. Wolf, or excuse me, now a three-pointer. Oh, that one was close. Do we have a goaltending call? No, that's going to be the end of our first half. So in the first Prep-Marian Monarch game versus the Hays High Indians since 1991, we're at halftime. And our score is the Hays High Indians 51 and the Prep-Marian Monarchs 33.
I will try to have the stats totaled up a little bit by the start of the second half.
Cool. We'll be back after these words with the second half. Do you want to say bye, Jeff?
Hey, we'll see you in about, well, 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Cool.
The Cable 14 local basketball game of the week is brought to you by.
With the Army's help, you can go to college and get the skill training you need to be successful in today's high-tech world. See Sergeant Augustine or Sergeant Dake at the Hays Army and Army Reserve Recruiting Station.
Take advantage of closeout prices during the final weeks of Fisher Furniture.
A better pizza at a better price. Lamato's Pizza.
Locally providing cutting-edge technology and quality entertainment for only pennies a day. Hays Cable TV, Eagle Communications.
Commercial Builders Incorporated builds on target, on time, and on budget.
Carol Harfman at Harfman Accounting for individual and business accounts.
At Sportsman Supply, you get more than just equipment. You get service and knowledge to keep you where you want to be, outside enjoying it.
USD 489 Hays Public Schools, educating a community for life.
Your college and retirement funding specialist since 1937, the Meckenstock Group.
Packed full of your favorite quality athletic wear, featuring orangewear shorts and jerseys. AA Sporting Goods.
Give us 4 years and we'll give you a lifetime. Thomas More Prep-Marian High.
Annual tax preparation, plus monthly accounting services, payroll, and year-end reports for business. Luter's Accounting.
Car, home, business, life, and health insurance. See the winning team at Chase Insurance of Hays.
Keeping pro, college, high school, and youth athletes in action since 1978. Strongman supports sports protection products.
On location or in the shop, no job is too big or too small for the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications.
For great appetizers, steaks, burgers, and sandwiches, it's Coach's, the family sports bar and grill where everyone gets to play.
Lighting up your residential, commercial, or industrial life, RDH Electric.
Always low prices, always Walmart, always.
Everything to get you back on the road again. Your automotive jobber since 1948. Oldham Sales.
Just across the county or clear across the country. When it comes to hauling grain and feed commodities, Forte's Trucking Incorporated gets the job done.
A great place to pick up everything you need for those athletic aches and pains. Purdy's Pharmacy.
Sunroofs, air conditioners, cruise controls, security alarms, car stereos, auto glass, and more. Get the advantage with Advantage Glass Plus.
Over 74 menu items, this is a place with food that is truly different with the largest variety in town, the Strike Zone.
H&R Block, your trusted tax partner. Northridge Plaza, Hays.
Preserving memories for a lifetime for nearly 20 years. Framing and creatively matting. Frame prints and posters. The Mad Matter Frame Shop Gallery.
Make any celebration truly special at Gutierrez Mexican Restaurant and visit the quick service location on the mall in Hays.
If you need it dug up, dug out, or just plain moved around, call M&D Excavating.
You can find it all at the Antique Mall, 201 West 41st.
Floor covering for any room in the house. That's what you'll find at Centennial Carpets.
You always know you're getting the right coverage at the right price. Insurance Planning Incorporated.
Hello once again, everyone, and welcome back to the Hays High School Gym for the second half of tonight's contest between the Prep-Marian Monarchs and the Hays High Indians.
Look at this. You think people are having fun here tonight, Larry?
Yes, they are. That's all right. We're getting walked on here, Jeff. They're walking all over us.
I didn't talk on top of you.
And I'm not, I was just going to say, I'm not talking about you talking while I'm talking. It is packed here in the Hays High School Gym. Two bands. Boy, I tell you what, does this bring back memories. Two bands in here. The bands are fighting back and forth with their music. The kids are fighting it out on the court with the basketball. And from what I'm told, out in the parking lot afterwards, the parents are going to fight it out after the game. Just kidding, folks. 51-33 our score, and we're underway in the second half. Right away, Schmeidler takes it to the bucket for the Indians, and it's 53-33. Thought it should be 50. No, that'd be right. It was 51-33. And right back is Brenner for the Monarchs, but he can't get it to go, and Indians come back down quickly.
We're going to have to fire Darrell.
That's right.
Nice steal.
Brenner steals it. He's going to get the easy layup. Oh, and he misses it. Schmeidler with the rebound. You can't miss those if you want to stay in a game like this. And that's kind of what's happened to the Monarchs here tonight. Schmeidler puts it back up but can't get the roll, and Wiley will bring it back down for the Monarchs. And yeah, you can give us, oh, and let's see if he draws the charge. No.
Before I give you any stats, I want to find out who made the first Hays High bucket.
Schmeidler. Thank you. That's a layup.
Hey, now I'll give you some stats from the first half.
Okay.
For Hays High, Oakley ended up with 14.
How many of them were threes?
3 of them. Justin Wolf had 9. Lindenberger had 13 with 3 threes.
Lindenberger with the rebound right there.
In fact, Hays High had 7 threes in the first half.
Yeah. Solt, I believe, is going to be called for the foul here. I'm sorry, Darrell, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
That's fine. I'm trying to keep my book, and I have a hard time keeping up with that.
B.J. Solt is called for the foul. That's his first.
Did you get the idea that Darrell's asking for a bookkeeper? They need a bookkeeper for a statistician.
Statistician?
Our crew is just growing too much.
Justin Wolf, Swisher at the line for the Indians, 54-33, 7 minutes just underway in the second half here. I'm Larry Calvary along with Darrell Dreyer, my statistician, and Jeff Durrell, cameraman.
Hello!
On the Cable 14 Game of the Week, premier local high school basketball game of the week. Looking forward to a fine basketball season by both local schools. Wiley can't get it to go, and I tell you, the Monarchs, some of those shots were falling.
They're just not getting good breaks, are they?
This would be a different ball game. They're not playing that badly. They've just been getting a lot of bad breaks, can't get the roll-ins that Hays High seems to be getting. That and the swishers from 30 foot. Or 40 in Oakley's case. Oakley tries to save it there, but can't do it. What else we got for stats there?
Going back to the stats, I think I said Lindenberger had 13 points with 3 threes. Schmeidler had 6. Jeff Williams had 7, which that's pretty even scoring. And Jared Goodell had 2 for Hays High. For TMP, Lee Huffman had 1. Brenner had 14. Wiley had 12. Brent Shippers had 2, and Tom Dowling had 2.
Okay, Oakley gets the layup there for the Indians. And it's 57-33 with 6:12 left in the third quarter here.
If I was a better statistician, I would keep total shots in that, but I can't quite keep up with that.
Boy, especially a game like this, I tell you what. We did the girls game prior to this, which we will play, I should say, next week, folks. In case some of you that were here for the girls game are wondering why you're not seeing it. The TMP girls against the Abilene Cowgirls will be next Saturday on the Cable 14 game of the week.
Cow something.
Well, whatever.
That's going to go against Hays High.
Jeff Wilms. I believe that's his second.
Can I get a sponsor in here?
Hey, Larry.
RDH Electric, contractors providing quality electrical work to schools, hospitals, businesses, educational institutions, community centers, and more, lighting up your residential, commercial, or industrial life. RDH Electric is proud to be a supporter of area youth. Call RDH Electric, 800 East 12th Street, Hays. And we've got another foul called underneath, and that'll allow me to get in another one. USD 489 Hays Public Schools, educating a community for life. USD 489.
That foul is on Matt Glassman.
57-33. Indians on top of the Monarchs here in the first matchup between these two teams since 1991. That year, the Indians won by 15.
If I remember right, that year, Chad Kramer's last year for TMP, and I believe he had a heck of a game that night because, according to the record book, he set the record for threes in a tournament that year.
You know, and I couldn't find out before tonight's game. I was trying to find out. I called everywhere to find out when had Hays High played TMP last. Nobody could tell me. I mean, I called some people. I'm not going to mention any names. But this afternoon, I asked Joe Hurdle. Not only did he know when they played last, he knew what the score was. I think he knows what time he got home to bed that night. You know, he says, I can't remember my wife's anniversary, but I can remember scores of basketball games that I either participated in or coached in.
You know, I'm trying to remember some names from '85 that have been on TMP's team that have been Brian Vinston, Mike Mahoney, Norman, I can't remember Norman's last name. Shippers. He used to tear Hays High up.
Yeah, he's got some records in the shootout.
Yes, he does. I think it would have been Lee Dinkel that played in '85 also. And I think Todd Bovey.
57-33 Indians here. Now we've got a foul.
His money's worth on that foul. On Lee Hoffman.
Lee Hoffman draws the foul.
I believe that may be his fourth.
We'll check it here with the scorekeeper. Now coming in is Brad Beaker. And Hoffman will sit down, so now it's his third.
I must have mine wrong.
This game brought to you in part by Steel Fabrications. No job is too big or too small for the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications, build it or fix it. If it can be done, they can do it. In steel, stainless steel, aluminum, no matter what type of metal, on location or in the shop, they can shear it, roll it, break it, or weld it around the house or on the farm, in the oil fields, or at your business. Nobody beats the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications, East Highway 40 bypass in Hays.
And Brad Beaker picks up the foul.
Hoffman's replacement.
He's guarding Seth Oakley, and I think he's probably being a little extra close on him.
Matt Glassman checks out now. Oakley, three-pointer. I think that one was partially blocked. Yeah, Jeremy Schmeidler puts it back up. He can't get it to go. It's going to be out on the Monarchs. It's going to stay with the Indians.
Yeah, Seth isn't getting those wide open shots like he was getting in the first half there.
57-33 with 4:54 left in the third here. Schmeidler inside to Wolf, and he gets the bucket. Justin Wolf, 6'1" senior, makes the score 59-33. Monarchs, Wiley taking it to the bucket, and he somehow comes back up with the basketball and puts in the layup. It's 59-35.
Don't ask me how he got that. Hays High threw it away. Oh, Larry, look down there.
What?
Look who we have there.
Now, if I have that right, that is the Monarchs' first basket in the second half.
59-35. Hays High on top.
TMP baseball. Mr. Dinkel.
And this time it's
Brenner gets the bucket, and fouls on Billinger.
Billinger just checked in for the Indians.
And you're welcome, Larry.
Well, I knew it was Brenner, but the name was on the tip of my tongue. I saw who did it, but I'm still learning names, you know. And, you know, yeah, I've called Brenner's name a lot, but I used to look at a football number with a helmet on a head, not this here, so bear with me. But thank you anyway, Daryl.
Maybe should go get some helmets tonight.
Put them on him, yeah, then I could tell. Yeah. Brenner just doesn't get the roll, and that's kind of been the indication of how things have gone for the Monarchs tonight. Quickly down court, can't be saved there by Lindenberger, and it'll go back to the Monarchs.
TMP really needs to capitalize on these turnovers to get back in the game, make the free throws, make the easy shots.
If I have it right, Adams 2 for 5 at the free throw line.
59-37 coming up on 4 minutes left in the third quarter here. Wiley thought about the three-pointer. Now we're back to where I can't see again, except for on the monitor. And Schmeidler in for the rebound. Takes it to the basket, off the backboard, and they get the roll. And once again, that's how it's been going for the Indians. They're getting the roll-ins, the Monarchs are not, and consequently our score is 61-37. Hays High's on top. Time, nice defensive play there by Billinger for the Indians. Down to Oakley quickly. Will he take a three? He thought about it. Nice behind-the-back pass to Billinger. Billinger can't get it to go, but I think he's fouled.
I don't know if you call it, but Beaker lost his shoe at the other end of the court. There it is. There, he's got time to put it on now.
This game brought to you in part by Sportsman Supply. Something's always in season at Sportsman Supply. If hunting is your bag, you'll find everything from archery equipment to a full line of Browning firearms and hunting clothing. Get best fish with the best equipment and ride away on a bike that'll take you around the neighborhood or across the country. At Sportsman Supply, you get more than just equipment. You get service and knowledge to keep you right where you want to be, outside enjoying it. Sportsman Supply, 2520 Vine in Hays. 61-37. Indians, 3:19 left in the third quarter. And now, Indians will. Oakley's at the line here. Now the Monarchs want a timeout. I'm kind of confused.
So am I.
I think they're throwing the ball in.
Well, Oakley thought he was shooting free throws. Either that or he was just going there to take the pass in. At any rate, got to get some more sponsors in here. One of my favorites. I saw Larry. Matter of fact, Larry's right down here in front of me. Chase Insurance. In basketball, you have to have a strong starting five to compete. In insurance, you also need a strong front line. Chase Insurance of Hays represents Allied, Allstate, and Columbia Insurance for competitive auto and home rates. Have a bad driving record? No problem with Midwest Mutual. Want to save some money on your monthly health premiums? Call Chase Insurance for a quote with Connecticut National. Chase has several other companies that can come from off the bench to assure you the best coverage at a competitive price. Larry Schaefer or Glenn Staub of Chase Insurance would like to wish the student athletes of TMP and Hays High the best of luck in their winter sports season. Chase Insurance of Hays, proud sponsors of the Cable 14 Game of the Week. And AA Sporting Goods. I'll catch that one here in a little bit. 61-37 Indians, 3:19 left to go. Monarchs called the timeout there. And let's see, it appears again, Oakley's gone to the free throw line and Schmeidler's gone to throw the ball in. So I guess that's where he's supposed to be. So the Indians are inbounding under their own basket. It is into Oakley. He thought about the three, and once again, they're in his face. And
Wilms goes up strong.
Wilms gets the bucket, 63-37 now. Wiley, boy, I tell you what, he took that to the bucket with authority, 63-39. And now the Indians want to talk about it. With 2:55 left to go in the third period, it's Hays High 63, TMP 39.
You know what's funny? These two guys could turn around and play each other next week, and it's a 24-point game now, and it could be a total different story next week if they play each other again.
That's right. Well, I, for one, would like to see a couple games a year. At any rate, this game brought to you in part by AA Sporting Goods. AA Sporting Goods packed full of your favorite quality athletic wear featuring orange wear shorts and jerseys made of micro mesh, dazzle cloth, or the hot new Z cloth. Lots of bad colors to choose from. Orangewear quality is used by major colleges and teams throughout the U.S., including FHSU, and the Converse-sponsored teams of TCU, New Mexico, University of South Carolina, Louisville, University of Arkansas, and Clemson. Orangewear made right here in Hays and available at AA Sporting Goods on the mall in Hays. And the Mad Matter, nearly 20 years of preserving your memories for a lifetime. See the Mad Matter for creative framing and matting of your senior portraits, graduation announcements, and pictures, even your favorite needlework and mementos. Frame prints and posters make great gifts for all ages, and the Mad Matter has over 6,000 titles, including prints from Terry's Redline, America's most popular artist. It's the Mad Matter Frame Shop and Gallery, 112 East 11th Street in downtown Hays. 63-39 Indians. And they had the basketball. There's a steal by the Monarchs, Chauncey Gibson. And Wiley once again down quickly. Brenner wants it. He looked like he was fouled, but no call. He can't get it to go. Wiley will take it back up, and he is going to be fouled. Schmeidler picks up the foul for the Indians there. On the shot before, when it was Brenner shooting, I thought I saw a slap on the arm, but I could be wrong.
No way.
I didn't see it. But I didn't see that one.
At any rate, Wiley's at the line shooting.
Adam shoots from down in a low spot.
Okay, I won't argue with it. 2:31 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, it really doesn't make any difference what you and I see, does it?
That's right. So what they see out there, those guys in those zebra-looking shirts, they're the bosses.
Those are some good-looking shirts.
Aren't they, though? You know, I've always wanted one of them. I think they have the, they give you the feeling of authority, you know?
Like
Wiley gets the bucket, almost gets a steal right there, and all alone is Wolf. Oh, and I thought we were going to see the dunk, but we didn't. 65-41 now, Indians.
I think everyone else thought that, too. Even the Hays High crowd's booing him for not dunking it.
Schmeidler once again is going to be called for this one, as he was at that went up for the shot. I'm not getting the number here. 44 for the Monarchs. That's Taylor Herman. Went up for the shot, and Schmeidler got a piece of him. So Herman will go to the line, and now checking in for Schmeidler, I assume.
That's Schmeidler's fourth foul. I was missing a foul on somebody. It must have been his.
Phil Mitchell checks in, and Schmeidler will take a seat.
You know what?
What?
Have we said hi to Howard tonight and told everybody why he wasn't here?
I don't know if we did tonight. I mean, for this game. Howard, I'm sorry you couldn't be here for what a ball game.
And just because of that, you get me, huh?
That's right. Howard's a little under the weather tonight.
No, he's not. He said he was sick.
Well, that's the same thing. You know, and it's like the old deal is, you know, I wanted to ask Howard, and I guess I can ask you now because he can't talk back, you know. Are you sick or are you not feeling well? There is a difference, you know.
He's probably at home putting his feet up on the chair. Probably watching a little WCW wrestling.
No, he's watching us.
Well, he wouldn't be tonight.
Lennenberger, nice move.
Lennenberger has had a real strong game tonight.
67-41. 150 left in the third period here. Indians on top. And now we've got a charge on Brenner.
Philip Mitchell made got a nice call there. He threw that charge.
Well, the Indians get the basketball back. Coach Rick Keltner shouting instructions to his team. Monarchs pressing, but
going to a half-court trap.
.120 now left. And now we're going to have they say he stepped out, or they call a foul there.
The ball went off of Wilms. Good TMP's ball.
The Monarchs get the turnover. Now checking in for the Monarchs is 32, Tom Dowling. You know, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going anyway, because every time I see that name, I want to hang down your head, Tom. Oh, that's Dooley. Okay.
To Lee.
Oh, 67-41 Indians.
Well, we thought about it.
Here on the premier Cable 14 Game of the Week. Indians down. Lindenberger. Count it. Oakley to Lindenberger. And the Indians are on top 69-41 with under a minute now in the third quarter. Now you're starting to wonder now if the Indians are going to break 100 here.
They put up a lot of points.
Well, they have. Boy, different team that was out here last night. You said it earlier, if Hays had played like this last night, they would not be playing the Monarchs here tonight.
Maybe it was good they did lose.
Yeah, it might be the spark to kick them off and let them know they can play some basketball, because they led that whole game last night with Abilene. I should say, not say last night, on Thursday night. And Abilene with a three-pointer, I believe, with about 1:30 left in the basketball game, tied it up. And then Abilene went on top, and along with some hot free throw shooting and some cold shooting by the Indians.
Adam Bretter just picked up his fourth foul.
At any rate, the Cowboys were able to upset the Indians and went on to play Manhattan today.
They played Cowboys and Indians last night.
Well, yeah, but, you know, last year we played Indians and Indians. 69-41.
I guess we might put in a plug here we are going to be on Saturday morning and afternoon. The championship game of the shootout will be tomorrow night. That'll feature Kearney and Manhattan, which should be a pretty good ball game.
So come on out. That'll be out at the Felton Gym. (69-41). Up on 10 seconds left in the quarter now. Indians on top here, the TMP Monarchs.
Yeah, it almost looks like TMP used up more energy last night than Hays High did, and Hays High's got the energy left tonight.
Well, I tell you what, though, the Monarchs are not giving up, and they're still pretty scrappy, and they are trying their best to get something going here. And you got to admire them for that. Once again, I really felt the Monarchs were going to win the basketball game tonight. Nothing against Hays High basketball, you know, but just on the basis of Thursday night games, I felt the Monarchs had a good shot at defeating the Indians. 70-41. Now we're going to have a foul.
It's on Philip Mitchell.
I don't know. They're going to call it on. Are they going to call it on Shippers?
I believe it's on Mitchell. And Shippers will go to the line.
Oh, okay. You're right, and I'm wrong as usual. 11 seconds left to go in the quarter. The third one, that is, 70-41. Indians on top, and Brent Shippers, 6'1" junior, try to draw the Monarchs a little closer here. High arcing, and once again in and out. Quickly down to Oakley. They'll hold it and bring it back out. Wilms will take a three off the heel of the rim, and now the tip in. Won't fall. Would have been good.
Almost got it.
So that's the end of the third quarter here from the Hays High School gym. Our score is the Hays High Indians 70 and the Prep-Marian Monarchs 41. They're doing the wave across the way here, are they, Jeff?
And it's led by none other than Jared Fontersteel.
Having some fun in Haystown tonight. Okay, let's get a sponsor in here, huh? This game brought to you in part by Fort Hays Trucking, just across the county or clear across the country. When it comes to hauling grain and feed commodities, Fort Hays Trucking Incorporated gets the job done. 24-hour service, 7 days a week, 16 haulers. Hitting the road, going pretty near everywhere with local and long-distance hauling. Fort Hays Trucking Incorporated, just off Canterbury at 1707 East 10th Street in Hays. And Purdy's, a great place to pick up sports rubs, splints, and braces. Stromgren supports, wraps, bandages, ice packs for those athletic aches and pains. Purdy's Pharmacy, 2505B Canterbury Road in Hays. Okay. We are underway in the fourth quarter, 70-41. Indians on top of the Monarchs here on our premier Cable 14 game of the week. Now making a nice drive there for the Monarchs is Tom Dowling, and he gets the bucket. And it's 70-43. Monarchs are still fighting. And they try the alley-oop play, and I tell you, Wolf couldn't get in position, and ball's going to go up out of bounds. It'll go to the Monarchs.
Well, Larry Hays High's had very even scoring. They have 4 people in double figures already.
Well, just as a word of warning, both to Jeff and to Darrell, when the game's over, I'm going to give you some time to put the final stats together, Darrell. We'll keep it right here. And we'll try to give some final stats before we leave. Oakley coming up with the basketball there. It seems like several shots the Monarchs put up, couldn't get any of them to fall. Schmeidler, I believe he's fouled. 70-43 with 7:02 left in the basketball game.
Ryan Bolig picked up the foul. It's his 3rd, according to what I have.
Well, we'll see if you're right here in a second, won't we? You're right. You're the man.
Well, I'm getting lucky tonight.
You're the man. Schmeidler hits the first one. See, now, when I was in high school, right about now, a big cheer would go up. HHS 71 all the way, you know. Now they can't do that anymore. Very seldom do they get up into the 97s or 98s.
Well, they take your cheer and
we used to do it about every game, though. We had a good team my senior year. Ed Shoemaker, Dana Albright, the 1-2 Hays High School punch. And now, see what the call is here. Stop in play has occurred. Officials will talk it over.
I missed something.
6:58 left in the basketball game.
He must have called a foul down here.
They're sending to the line
Jeff?
Brent Shippers.
I don't know who they called a foul on, though.
Well, we'll see if they put it up on the scoreboard here. They have not as of yet. Shippers hits the first one. Makes it 71-44. Still have not put a foul up on the scoreboard, so they must be wondering down there also. Shippers gets that one, the roll in on it. One of the few times the Monarchs have gotten the roll tonight. And it's 71-45. Now, this time, Lendenberger.
We're going to get it.
Fouled by TJ Gutchalk. No, check that. They called it on
Dowling. Is that called?
Tom Dowling. And Lendenberger will go to the line for the Indians. 71-45, 6:51 left in the basketball game.
Dowling second, and that puts the Monarchs up to 10, so they'll be shooting, Hays High will be shooting 2 free throws.
And there, Lendenberger doesn't get the roll in.
Surprised he missed that.
71-45 here. Sean Finn gets ready to check in here for the Indians. I mentioned earlier, had pretty good time when he played last night against Abilene, so anxious to see how he does this evening against the Monarchs. Monarchs inbound, 72-45. They trail the Hays High Indians.
Yeah, I think at this point, Joe Hurdle's probably going to just get his kids some playing time, some of the younger kids, and get the experience for the rest of the season.
That's right. Pick up some experience. We've got a long season to go, and you know, games this early. And now the Monarchs do finally get the roll. Ryan Bolick, I believe, correct?
You're right.
Gets the basket, and the Monarchs finally get a roll, and 72-48 is our score. 6:04 left to go in the basketball game. Now the Monarchs will send back in their starters.
That is the one thing nice about these tournaments at the beginning of the season like this. It is a chance to get a lot of kids playing time.
They get to play 3 games in 3 days, you know, and they're home games for Hays High and TMP anyway. 6 minutes even now left in this one. 72-48, Monarchs with the basketball. There's a steal. Wilms has it. Will he take it himself? Yes, he does. He can't get it to go. Now it's kind of going the other way around here. They're going to say it's off the Monarchs. It'll stay with Hays High. And now Hays High can't get it to go in. They've already built a pretty decent lead here, though, up 72-48. Really doesn't matter at this point. Schmeidler for 3. Won't go. Sean Finn with the rebound. He got 2 rebounds, couldn't get it to go.
It looks like a foul's been called on Lee Huffman.
How would you go?
72-48, 5:30 left. At the line will be Jeff Wilms.
I'm sure Sean Finn on that last series there isn't accustomed to getting too many shots blocked.
Yeah, you wouldn't think. 6'8" sophomore. (73-48) now, quickly down court. The Monarchs, is that Solt? Yes, it is. And he's got to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Game brought to you in part by Luter's Accounting. Jerry Luter's Accounting can help you with your annual tax preparation and tax planning for the future. Jerry can also help take the busy work out of your business with monthly accounting services, payroll, and year-end reports. Jerry Luter's Accounting now in a new location at 1011 Centennial in Hays. B.J. Solt at the line for the Monarchs. Finds his team trailing 73-48 here to the Indians.
I think BJ had scored in double figures last night. He's been held scoreless tonight. I think his first basket of the night.
There's a bucket, so you spoke too soon. 73-49. Now we've got a foul called on the Monarchs. I believe that's going to go against Brenner. 2. Well, no, check that.
Wiley.
35. Jason Wiley gets the foul called, and going to the line will be Schmeidler with 5:20 left. 73-49. Are you still here, Jeff?
I think so.
Okay, just checking. Haven't heard from you for a while. Schmeidler hits it.
Been a long day. Starting to run out of energy.
Boy, you can't get any more local as far as a local game of the week than this, can you?
No, you can't.
Solt for 3. Got it. 75-52. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the basketball game. And you did speak too soon, Darryl. He's got 4 points just like that. Ever since you said that, the last 2 shots have fallen. Indians come up with that one. 3-pointer, Linenberger won't go. Wiley off the feed. And now he's going to be called on the charge on that one. Fans don't like it.
Oh, I think on one side they do, and the other side they don't.
Well, the side we're on, they don't like it. I can tell that.
I'll tell you what, Jason's got that spin move, and I think he was set there. And he, when you spin like that, you have no idea what's behind you.
Right. 75-52, 4:40 left in this one.
But it is a pretty move that he puts on him.
Now some other Indians, it looks like, are going to get some playing time here as Phil Mitchell is back in the contest. And Mitch McGuire now in for the Indians.
Yeah, Mitch has been
Finn is still in. He's got the basketball. Turnaround jumper in.
Mitch has been in there for a while.
So Sean Finn picks up the 6'8 sophomore, his first points of the game. And it's 77-52. Now we've got a foul called on the Indians, I believe. 23, Mitch McGuire. Some of the crowd starting to leave here with 4:08 left. We've got a timeout called by the Indians. With 4:08 left in this one, folks, it's the Hays High Indians 77 and the T&P-Marian Monarchs 52. This game brought to you in part by Lamado's Pizza. You say Lamado's. How am I supposed to say that, Jeff? I say Lamado's? You say Lamado's, I say Lamado's.
How about we just both say Lamado's?
All righty, but either way, all you need is to do is call 623-2888 for pizza that's fast, fresh, and delivered free to your door. Lamado's uses fresh toppings and our own special sauce on a delicious crust made from a hand-tossed dough that is prepared daily. Get an extra large 16-inch single topping pizza now for only $7.99. And remember, delivery is free. Boy, could I use one of them right now. So if you don't feel like looking, or you just want a fresh, delicious snack, call Lamado's Pizza at 623-2888. Lamado's, a better pizza at a better price. I want to thank them for being one of our new Cable 14 Game of the Week sponsors.
Hey, hey, hey.
Right? For Tom Haynes and the gang at Lamado's Pizza. 4:08 left in this one, folks. 77-52 Indians, and Jason Wiley is at the line shooting for the Monarchs. Nothing but net. I guess I should get a plug-in, maybe, Jeff, for the Roy Williams show. Sunday nights.
Which I've got to go get tomorrow or
Really?
today.
That could be interesting this week after their game the other night against Arizona, where they had a 20-point lead and came back to win by 1 only or 3.
It was kind of frightening the first half against Emporia.
Yeah, Emporia, I heard Emporia stayed within like 7 points in the first half, and then second half it was all KU, but another timeout called here at the Hays High School gym. But anyway, the Roy Williams shows Sunday nights from 6 until 11 on Channel 14, your local station. Also, get some plugs in for our newscast. Weeknights, that's Monday through Friday, from 6 until 11 is the local edition news. The game of the week on Saturdays. We just got a lot of stuff going, don't we, Jeff?
We sure do.
I better get another sponsor in here. H&R Block. H&R Block help keep you up to date with tax laws. The earlier you meet with your H&R Block professional tax return preparer, the easier it will be for you to develop effective tax strategies for the coming year. H&R Block can help. Call us at 625-6316 or come by our office in the Northridge Plaza, 2707 Vine in Hays.
For Hays High now, it's probably the loss last night is really kind of a blessing. It not only ended up where we get a matchup with Hays High and TMP, and a great crowd here tonight. And now Hays High is getting a chance to play a lot of kids, and could really help them down later on in the season.
That's right. And I think it's good competition. As Joe Hurdle had told me earlier, he likes to play these upper class teams early in the year. In to Finn, he can't get it to go. Tip-in won't go. He gets a rebound again, and this one goes.
Pays to be tall, which is something I've never known about.
I think he had to reach down for that one rebound. Now we've got a foul inside on the Indians. Comes with 3:33 left in this one. 79-53 Indians.
Yeah, I'm sure what Hurdle was talking about. You only get as good as your competition you play, and you got to play good competition to get better. And when you got competition across town, why, great place to play it.
Great place to play it, and he likes doing that because then when they get into their league and the playoffs, you know, then they're playing their class of teams, and yeah, it makes them a better ball club. So once again, I'm still pushing. I ain't gonna let up, folks. Hays High TMP should be playing each other in sports. That's just an opinion of mine, though. Okay, 79-55, quickly down to Finn. He gets the bucket and he's fouled.
And we're all entitled to opinion, but
you know, the Indians are without tonight. We talked earlier in the game with Aaron Gutchalk, a 6'9" senior, according to the program anyway. But Aaron graduates this year. You know, it might be, they've got Steve Copeland's a junior, a sophomore right here on the line. Sean Finn, 6'8". So Indians are going to have some height still around for a few years.
I can remember a few years ago where Hays High had a hard time getting anybody over 6'1".
That's right. Three-pointer won't go. Finn with the rebound.
And Finn and Copeland both have nice soft shots from what I've seen in the last two games.
81-55. That was...
I think McGuire gets that tip in.
I don't even know who it was that shot that. I don't have a 43 on my program. They've got new uniforms tonight, so...
It's 23. McGuire.
No, that shot it earlier than that.
Oh, the first one. That I don't know.
I don't either. At any rate, 83-55, and was that Solt that got that one to go?
44. Yep, that's PJ Solt.
83-57 Indians, 2:37 left. That was Copeland, wasn't it?
Yep.
I didn't even notice he had checked in. I guess I ought to watch. He'll go to the line. 10 fouls for both teams now. .228 left in this one, 83-57. The Indians are on top. This game brought to you in part by the Antique Mall. From furniture to fishing lures, military gear to mechanical toys. You can find it at the Antique Mall. Step inside and you'll see collectibles, glass of all kinds, pottery from Rossville, Hull, primitives, dolls, jewelry, and thousands of other treasures from the past. The Antique Mall can also help with the appraisal and sale of any real estate. Holiday hours are 10 to 8, Monday through Saturday, noon to 6 on Sunday. Remember, you can find it at the Antique Mall, 201 West 41st in Hays.
Big pointer by Chauncey Gibson, is it?
That's the one. So it's 85-60 now. Monarchs making it a little more respectable. They're not letting up.
Oh, you got to give the Monarchs credit. They've played hard basketball the whole night. They just haven't had the breaks on any shots. And
another three-pointer. That one, Finn blocked it, but I think he got a little hand there and wasn't called. Nice pass to Finn. Now Finn's going to be fouled, and he's going to go back to the free throw line.
Hey, well, he looks like a pretty good ball player for a sophomore out there.
Doing pretty good.
He needs to put a little more meat on his bones the way it looks so by the time he gets to being a senior.
Two minutes even left in this one, folks. 85-60. Hays High. Finn will get another shot at it.
He didn't show the softest touch in the world on that one.
He doesn't arc the ball much, I've noticed on his free throws, but I've seen him make a lot of them that way too. There's not a whole lot of arch on him. Now there's a steal by the Indians, right back by the Monarchs. I believe we've got a foul called on the Monarchs. I can't see whose ball it is. It's the Monarchs. Not too many have left, although we've lost some. Still a pretty full Hays High School gym here. 85-60 remains the score. 1:37 now left. Indians will try to get it inside. Can't do it. It's out of bounds on the Monarchs. And the Indians will retain possession. Lots of Indians getting to see some playing time now.
I wish I could tell you who 43 is, but he's not on the deal, and I
don't recognize him.
I'm going to assume he's a sophomore. But
sorry about that. Not on the roster that I have anyway. Well, he may be on the roster, but he's not as 43. I know Finn's wearing another number, but I know Finn, and besides, somebody that's 6'8's hard to miss.
Yeah. A lot easier to pick those guys out.
Yeah. 85-60. Remains our score here. There's a steal by the Indians. Oh, and now a tackle by Beaker. Beaker was still playing football. No, he didn't do that intentionally.
Will they have a measurement?
I think he, yeah. He kind of stumbled and just kind of fell into Scott Ackerman. And so Ackerman will go to the line. $85-60, 109 left in this one, folks. Both teams will play once again tomorrow. Or today, however you wish to look at it.
They may be playing when you watch this.
That's right. Go out and see them. We're on all day. You can catch us at one time or another. 85-60, 1 minute now left in the basketball game. There was a three-pointer, no good. Finn, all he does is have to reach up. He doesn't even have to jump. Coming down with that rebound. Three-pointer, no good. Chauncey bounce pass to Beaker, turnaround jumper, can't go. Monarchs are still not giving up. There was an attempt at a block there by Finn, but won't go, and Chauncey Gibson gets the bucket, and it's 85-62. Indians coming down with the rebound there, Brock Faulkner. 85-62 with 18.5 seconds left in this one.
Well, I have it. Chauncey Gibson scored their last points.
So going to the line for the Indians is Brock Faulkner, the 6'1 senior. $85-62. Hays High on top of the Monarchs in the first game for these two teams since 1991. 86-62 now, quickly down court. Chauncey Gibson thought he was going to, now he takes the shot. Now we've got a foul called, I believe.
Carrying the ball. They don't call that very often anymore, but
they did just then.
They did now.
5.8 seconds left in this one, folks. The Cable 14 Game of the Week, premier game. We're happy to bring you both local high schools in action here against each other.
Yeah, and regardless of the
there's the final shot.
I think everybody's enjoyed it.
I think everybody's enjoyed it. It's been a good ball game. You know, it's not as bad as what it looks like on the scoreboard.
And I guarantee if you go down and ask TMP if they want to play them again, they'd be ready to go tomorrow.
So I'm going to give you a minute or two here, or do you have?
You better give me a minute or two.
Okay, I'll give you a minute or two, and we'll just kind of give an eye. As you can see there, Joe Hurdle and Rick Keltner in a rare conversation after a game against each other's team out at center court. You don't see that very often, folks. Nice to see the coaches going up and Keltner shaking hands now with some of the Monarch players. Big crowd here tonight for the 15th annual Hays City Shootout. $86-62, our final score. And it's been fun. Don't you think?
It's been a great time, but I'm still trying to total things up here.
You're still totaling. That's cool.
I'll have these in just a second.
Yeah. Full time.
Reminder, you can see this game every Saturday, or the Cable 14 game of the week, every Saturday at 10 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and from 6 until 11 in the evening. And I think Daryl's got our final stats.
I believe I do. These may not be official, but they're close.
Okay.
For Hays High, I think it'd be a surprising leading scorer was Todd Linneberger with 19. Seth Oakley had 16. Justin Wolf 15. A lot of Oakleys came in the first quarter. Jeremy Schmeiler with 13. Jeff Williams with 10. Brock Faulkner 1. Sean Finn 6. Steve Copeland 2. Mitch McGuire 2. And Jared Goodell 2. And I guarantee those may not be totally officially, but they're pretty close. For TMP, Lee Hoffman scored 1. Adam Breder, after having 14 in the first half, finished the game with only 16. Jason Wiley carried a big load with 21 points. Taylor Herman had 2. Ryan Bullock 3. Brent Shippers 5. Chauncey Gibson 5. And Tom Dowling 2.
Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up here from the Hays High School Gym in the Hays City Shootout 1997 edition. I'm Larry Calvary. Our final score, 86-62. The Indians have defeated the Monarchs here in the first game since 1991 between these two teams. I'm Larry Calvary, and for cameraman Jeff Durall and my statistician, thanks a lot, Daryl, for keeping the stats. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I enjoy it.
Well, anyway, we hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and join us next week when we'll be bringing you the Prep-Marian Lady Monarchs against the Abilene Cowgirls on the Cable 14 Game of the Week. So long, everyone.